Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Bagmen podcast. I believe we're on episode double digits something. It's either 11 or 12.
73.
73, episode 73, everybody. It's almost Christmas time. I got the festive hat on. We are in the podcast room up here at CHS. We've got some special guests today from...
Very special.
A reminder of the old days of CHS 247, some of the OGs. They're OGs. We'll talk about what they've got going on in their lives. But Stock, what do you got going on in your life?
My life, pretty good. I did an activity in class today that I had never done before, and it worked beautifully.
Oh, nice. What did you do? I got to hear.
You're going to roll your eyes when I tell you.
Already am.
It's that, what is it?
Oh, great. It went well. Yeah.
It's that station activity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The one we talked about Wednesday.
Yeah,
during PD. How'd that go?
I'm going to try it. Great. The things that I need to work on, and teacher friends, if you have any ideas, please give them to me. Figuring out how to make all the activities finish at the same time.
Oh, yeah. There was an independent station too, usually, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So anyway, it worked well. The students enjoyed it, and that's
very cool.
That was a good start to the week.
Kept everybody engaged.
Yep.
Very good. How many stations did you have?
I had 4 in first year and 3 in second year.
Oh, so you did it multiple times.
I did.
Wow.
Yep.
Look at you. Stock the overachiever.
I'm a teacher.
Yeah, I guess. Big time. Very cool.
Yep.
Very cool. Thank you, everybody, for watching what we got going on here, CHS 247. On a more serious note, Stock and I did have a rather somber day on Saturday, but it was a great celebration of life.
It was.
So, Stock, you wanted to talk about that a little bit.
Well, yeah, Greg Grant, he was our my former colleague, your former teacher.
Yep.
He taught history at Covington for many, many years. Mm-hmm. He was right across the hall from me when I came to Covington. He passed away last week, and on Saturday there was a celebration of life for him. And all week long, I was wondering, celebration of life, what does that mean? What is this going to look like?
Yeah, it's different every time.
Yeah. But it was wonderful. There were friends and family members who got up and spoke, not at random. They were scheduled to speak. The family asked them to speak. But each one just had great memories and made a lot of people smile, a lot of laughs.
Oh, it was hilarious. Yeah.
Off screen, you said your favorite part. My favorite part was when his wife, Joanne, when she spoke.
She was phenomenal.
I thought she was
composed.
Very.
Just, oh man,
wow.
Delivered it.
She's a great lady.
I really enjoyed his nephews.
Yeah.
I thought they were really good, both of them.
Yeah.
They did fantastic. My favorite part of the whole thing was that they used his old podium. So Mr. Tanner uses his podium now, and they wheeled it in. Bob had like a little moment at the beginning. They wheeled his podium in, and everybody spoke from it. It was really cool. I believe it's on First Assembly's Facebook.
It is.
So if you want to go back and watch it, it's really, really cool. They did a great job. Bob does a great job every time. We don't like to give credit to Zach, but Bob does a great time.
Was he even there? Did you see him?
I didn't see him.
Okay, no credit to Zach.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the best thing. Just no credit to Zach.
I do have one more thing to mention.
Yeah, go ahead, Stock.
After the celebration was over, I was talking to some people as I was leaving. We got a compliment from Doug Hunter.
Oh, very cool.
Doug Hunter is a school board member.
Yeah, he is.
Does he still teach computer stuff at DHCC?
As far as I know.
Okay.
Yeah. I haven't talked to Kathy in a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, he stopped me in the lobby as we were leaving, and he said, "You guys are doing a great job with the podcast. Keep it up."
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, that'd be a fun one to have on, school board member. So we've got a bunch of questions collected for our potential superintendent episode.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to have Doug on as well sometime, talked about that stuff.
Yeah,
We've got a whole page of questions. So if you guys do want to send questions our way, I'll pop it up on the screen right now. Bagmen at CHS247 CHS247.com. We have our own domain, guys. How cool is that? All right. So we're going to bring on, and unless you have something else, Todd.
Nope, my next thing on the card is a rant.
We have Christmas stuff coming up. I do want to mention that really quick.
Yeah.
We've got the elementary school program tonight at 7 o'clock. If you're a kid, you get there at 6:30. I think you're going to gather in the NPR. That's what it looked like. It was organized chaos. It's like herding cats today.
It always
as
is.
they went to practice. Alan Lynch always does a great job on the sound for that.
It's always a great night for the kids.
It's really, really fun. If you enjoy Christmas music, Stock, I know you at least enjoy one song.
I love them all. Except
Sleigh Ride. What is a Sleigh Ride?
Sleigh Ride. I do not like White Christmas. Sorry,
White
everyone.
Christmas. Yeah. Boo, White Christmas.
And I don't like I'll Be Home for Christmas.
You don't want people to be home for Christmas?
I just think Christmas is in your heart. It's where
You guys are going to have to leave. Stock says he doesn't want you here. I did get a sneak peek at what the high school's got going on for their Christmas concert as well. And Mr. Cheddar last week put on Amber's favorite song.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So if you know, you know. But Amber Thompson, I always call her Leidick.
You can.
Amber Thompson.
She's in the elementary now.
She absolutely hates All I Want for Christmas Is You. And the band added that to their repertoire. So probably looking at playing it. I heard there's some chaos in the low brass, but that could be on the agenda. So I'm excited for it. That could be really cool. Just to rub it into Amber.
Amazing.
Yes. So I'm pretty excited about that. Let's bring on our guests.
Okay,
We've got a colorful and fun group today.
Yeah.
OG members of CHS 247, our mystery podcasters, or actually short drama. We'll show a preview of that as well. We've got Katie, Aimee, and Emily.
Yay.
Welcome, guys.
Hello.
What's up? It's been a while. Katie, I saw you a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
Over at Prime Cut. Yes. One of my favorite places. Stock, you support them?
Very much so.
Yes.
We did. I saw your hat
Yeah.
on one of the earlier podcasts.
Yes.
And I was pretty proud.
Stock reps it hard.
That's a great place. If anyone who doesn't know Prime Cut 41, it's a butcher shop. Would you call it butcher shop?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's fair.
Okay. Over in Veedersburg, right on 41 and 136. It's run by the Elmore family, and they've got fresh cut meats of all sorts. What's your favorite, Craig?
Oh, my
you like the
goodness.
sausages.
Oh, dude, I do so much ground beef from there that it's not even funny.
Yeah.
We had tacos 4 times last week. We have a really good taco seasoning, like the spice, and just the beef's so high quality over there that you can't beat it.
Yeah.
So I'll throw it in the skillet, and we literally had tacos 4 times last week, and then hamburgers another day. So we went through 5 pounds of
Why not?
Prime Cut 41 beef.
Why not?
But Katie, you're over there.
They say you should use steak tips for your tacos.
Oh,
my
Everybody
goodness.
who goes in and like gets steak tips, they're like, I'm using these for tacos tonight.
Well, I'm not that bougie. Yeah, exactly. These are taco meat. All right. So we got the section, where are they now? So what are you guys up to right now? You are graduates of CHS. Let me show on the browser here. So if you guys can take a look at it as well. Some of your old work. We do have a playlist of mystery. Some of their work with the radio TV class last year. And if you haven't seen it, it's a good time. Stock, have you seen this yet?
I never saw the ending.
Oh,
I never saw
don't
the
tell them.
ending.
Nobody spoil it. Nobody spoil it.
The ending is our least viewed episode out of all of them.
People just didn't want it to end. That's what it is, guys.
To plug it, because every single time we had a new episode, we would tell everyone.
Oh, that's fair.
Everywhere, and then this was like the last.
I
day of
finished
school.
that last minute, last day of school.
So if you guys get a chance and you're already on our channel, just cue this up, bring it up in a new tab. It is a playlist on CHS 247, which, by the way, we got our name.
What?
So you can apply for a handle now on YouTube.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys know this. You can apply for a handle. Our handle is actually at CHS 247. So if you go to YouTube and then after the slash at CHS 247, you don't have to enter the long URL anymore.
Wow.
We got that handle. We got more than 247's handle. We did not get the gaming one in time.
Oh,
I don't remember what it is, but if you didn't know, we have 3 channels. Probably more in the
we
future.
need to Twitch.
There you go. How's that? Twitch.tv. We do have that handle. I've reserved that a long time ago. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, we do have a gaming club here at Covington. It is, right now we're just playing Fortnite and chess. Well, we're losing our main chess player here in a couple days, actually, while the countdown's on. So we'll have Fortnite, we'll have iRacing. We got some cool stuff going on, but there is a Trojan Gaming channel. I don't remember the URL. We'll throw it in the description. All right, so what do you guys have going on as far as your life, education? Where are you now? I don't care who starts. Who wants to start? Everybody looks at Emily. So Emily, let's start with you.
Yeah, I'm going to school in Missouri at Evangel University, and I started off just studying elementary ed, but I changed it to elementary and middle school ed, so now I have a lot more hours to get done. So that's fun.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and I'm also playing softball on top of all that.
Which takes all of your time.
Yeah, so I'll go back and we'll start games like the first couple weeks of February.
Wow.
So.
What made you want to go into middle school as well?
Well, I wanted to be able to switch in between, not just be stuck at one grade or something, so.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Education, people aren't flocking to education right now, so it's nice to see young people heading that way.
In middle school, you can start to focus on one specific area. Is there something that you like
I'm
better?
doing math content,
Okay.
so.
Oh, boo. Gross. Why math?
Yeah, because I understand it more than the other stuff.
And then the devil said, let's throw letters. Oh, brutal. So you're a math fan then?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Oh.
She's going to be the next Mr. Field.
Will there ever be another Mr. Field? Yeah. So if you guys hadn't heard, he did give up the tennis position. I don't know if that's public, correct?
It is,
It's
yeah.
public.
Yeah.
Well, it is now. So he did give up the tennis position. We've got a lot of open positions here at Covington High School right now. So if you want to coach, now's a good time to talk to Mr. Brown. Softball coach.
Ooh, softball.
Ooh, hold the position for Emily. All right. Aimee, what do you got going on?
I'm at DAC right now,
Okay. What are you doing at DAC?
trying to do international business.
International. You want to travel?
Yeah.
Ah, there it is. Stock's our world traveler.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes. I need to move.
So what was your inspiration for international?
Well, I wanted the availability to travel, and
Okay.
then I was looking up like the difference between the two. In international business, it's still just as useful as a business degree, but it adds a little bit more to it.
Gives you that extra level,
Yeah.
like adding middle school content to your elementary license. Yeah.
Exactly. It just
You guys are on the same wavelength still. I like this.
maybe give me a little bit of an edge.
There you go. Yeah, absolutely.
And I appreciate like the other cultures and everything.
Oh, sure.
Other countries,
Yeah.
so.
So do you want to ideally move somewhere, or do you want to just live somewhere central and then travel?
You know what? I think I could do either.
Yeah.
I really do think Covington's a great place to grow up, so I wouldn't be too upset if I lived here, but
It's just a long drive to the airport. Yeah.
If I was able to travel a lot, I could see myself staying here, but I do want to be in a city.
Sure. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you went to you're going to my alma mater, one of them, Danville Area Community College. So what are you taking right now? Just gen ed, like general study stuff?
I mean, I'm getting my associates in
Okay.
international business.
Man,
But
look at you.
We're hoping to graduate this time next year.
Oh, so like
Wow.
halfway through the year.
That's fast.
We were able to get Katie and I both.
Like 13 credits.
Yeah,
from
so
Oh, that's
just
huge.
year.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we'll have to take like 2 summer classes or something like that,
I
and
don't
then
have to.
Oh, wow.
If I finish my
Bragging.
spring semester,
Yeah, humble brag.
that I'm supposed to, I will only need the minimum 12 credits to graduate.
Oh, wow.
So,
That's really cool.
Impressive. Yeah.
Katie feels betrayed.
She is.
so if I am playing golf, and
Okay.
we play both seasons, fall and
Oh,
spring. But
okay.
spring season is like the actual like regionals and everything. Fall's more just like the practice for
Okay.
the season.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I can leave early or if I should, because there's the debate of should I enjoy what I'm doing in the present or
Move
enjoy
on
where
to the
I'm
next
at,
step.
or move on to the next step.
Sure.
You had
Which way are you leaning?
You had that same problem in high school trying to
it
figure
never
things out,
left.
didn't you?
I talked to my mom, like, this is the same issue I was having 4 months ago.
Some things never change, right?
Yeah.
So which way are you leaning?
I would really like to graduate this time next year, but
Yeah.
I don't want to rush where I'm at. Like, I want to enjoy the
Sure.
opportunity that I have. But
You're only going to be here once.
exactly, yeah.
Very cool.
How's your back doing?
I need to stretch. I need to stretch. Golf is a little bit hard on it. I did have to get injections
Ooh.
before we left for
Like
France.
a cortisone shot?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are big needles.
Not the ones they use on your wrist.
Yeah?
Yeah, that was a real tiny thing. Didn't feel a thing.
Really?
Yeah.
You guys are going to be jealous. I get to have a root canal next Monday. I'm pretty hyped. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty excited about that. I mean, everybody's going to be excited. I won't be able to talk.
Spoiler alert, no episode next Monday.
Oh, dude, I've already got somebody on deck. If you do want to do it, I've got a stand-in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's already nervous about it, if that tells you who it is. She also might be co-host the day you're gone in January. We'll talk about it off the air. You look stunned. There was deer in the headlights.
No, I've got two people in mind.
Okay. Yeah, away from the microphone. Oh, yeah. Well, let's force her into it.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. You could totally hear that, by the way. These mics are loud, bud. All right. So that brings us up to Katie. Katie, what do you got going on?
I am also at DAC,
Yes.
hoping to graduate in 2 more semesters. And
Okay.
other than that, it's prime cut. Like,
Yeah.
all of my life right now is school and prime cut.
Big shout out to Prime Cut 41. Ryan Elmore, one of the guest speakers.
Yes,
at
he was.
Mr. Grant's
He was.
service.
He did a great job too.
He did fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody that spoke was awesome.
Yeah.
And he did great. Kept it short and sweet, like the way I like it.
That was my first time seeing, is it Kevin Minette? Is he
Yeah.
the one who spoke? Okay,
Yeah.
that was my first time seeing him in person. I've seen him on a billboard. Out
Oh,
on
yeah, yeah.
136.
He did great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody did awesome. I don't want to say it was a fun time, but it was a fun time.
Yeah.
It really was. It was the definition of celebration of life, I think.
And Joanne, that's his wife. She said he fought her tooth and nail that
Yep.
he did not want
Yep.
anything done. And she finally said, we're going to do it with you or without you. So he gave in.
Yeah. I think that's the way a lot of arguments went.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a great time. So, what are you guys planning on after this step? So, Aimee, you want to travel. Emily, you're going to come back and coach. I'm signing you up for this already. We'll start the application.
Yeah.
Katie, what do you want to do? No idea yet?
No idea. And
Come back and take my job.
I have no clue. I don't know.
So, what's your area of study at DAC right now?
English.
English.
Yes.
Oh, my.
But the thing is that I don't want to necessarily have a career in English. I eventually just want to get married and have a family and then
Sure.
not work and have a career. So I'm like, my issue is, do I go into a 4-year bachelor's program,
Yeah.
spend all that money on it if I'm not wanting to work the rest of my
To
life?
do that full
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if your kids speak English, that'd be a good start. You know, you got a leg up on the competition.
Yeah, but they say you have to have a bachelor's degree to like improve in whatever field you're in. Like a lot of
Yeah.
businesses look for a bachelor's degree.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah. Kind of depends on where you're looking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Stock, do you have any sage advice for that?
Back in my day, they called your plan a gold digger.
I love it. Shout out to Kanye.
God,
I love it.
if you find the guy, we'll make it happen.
Yes. Yes. We're on the lookout now.
Okay.
So, all points bulletin out to the CHS 247 community.
Wait, throw our email address up there again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Here, let me ching that on here. Ching.
Yeah, in the subject line, put Katie.
Yes, yes. As the subject, put Katie.
I'll have to get my selling points of why the application why they would want me.
Make a
Exactly.
resume.
You know,
There's a Google form available somewhere for that. Yeah. We'll put that out to everybody. Oh, I love it. That's hilarious. Doc, you have a couple rants today. So let's get into
At least
my
one.
favorite section. And you guys, if you will feel free to jump in on a rant if you have one. Stock, go ahead. I've already
Okay.
changed our topic.
What do I have as am I on or are they still on?
You're on now. What do you want as your lower third?
Okay, as my lower third,
It's still PC enthusiast from last week.
oh, well, let's mention that. All of my parts came in
Oh, yeah.
very briefly. The motherboard is incorrect. The other pieces won't fit. However, it's not the right motherboard. They sent me one that's like 5 times better. And Craig
Significantly better, yeah.
has been encouraging me, you should really keep this. Keep this.
Your lower third is officially Amazon scammer.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. So
Yeah, what a great upgrade.
we're upgrading the other pieces to fit in the new motherboard.
Yeah, how fortuitous. So for those of you who want to speak in PC jargon, Stock bought an AM4 processor. So he bought a 5600G, which has integrated graphics. They shipped him an AM5 motherboard, which is brand new as of March, is when that motherboard's from.
Yeah.
Yeah, you saw how much his old one was. His new one's the lowest I've ever seen it is $500. So a boon for Stock.
Yeah.
But also kind of a little bit of a downside. I gave him the good news, bad news earlier today, to where he'd have to upgrade his other parts if he wanted to use that system. So still really cool.
Yeah. What we kind of figured out is this motherboard took like 2 extra weeks to ship.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
so we're probably thinking they ran out of the other one. And so they threw whatever they had in the box.
Which makes zero sense.
No,
but
I'll take
this will
it.
give us a good opportunity to thank Mr. Hauk for helping with that episode.
Yes.
Thank you,
Oh,
Mr.
thank
Hauk.
you.
You did
Thank you,
awesome.
Chris.
We might need your help over here when we start actually building, when we actually get the parts.
He's a great guy. I
He
like
is.
him.
He's awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
So what do you got, Stock? Rant
time?
one.
Okay. We both said we loved Greg's celebration of life.
Yes, Mr. Grant, as I will
Mr.
forever
Grant.
know him.
I'll know him always as Greg.
Yes.
My rant is
Here it is.
okay.
Hey, the feet dangle comment was my favorite
was
comment.
perfect.
I laughed out loud
That was
at a
brilliant.
funeral. Oh my goodness. I felt so bad. And then I looked to my left and Greg Klingon was laughing as well.
Everyone
I didn't
left.
feel as bad.
Everyone left.
Yes.
Okay. Just in general, if there's a line, an obvious line for something, don't walk in and say, "Oh, where do we go?" You go to the end of the line.
Yeah.
There were like 3 or 4 people who just came in and wandered about like,
Yes.
where am I supposed to go?
Now, to be fair, there were a lot of people there,
Yeah,
and the line
yeah.
did snake over by the entrance doors.
Yeah, but you can still
Yeah,
see
it was crazy.
where the line is.
And then I slapped Stock on the shoulder and said hi because he wasn't that far in front of me. It's always nice to see old colleagues
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah,
So
yeah.
we saw the Tallies and
Yeah.
the fields were there. It was a great time.
Yeah.
We actually had a really good time.
Randy said he's lost a couple pounds.
He has. He looks
Yeah,
good.
he does.
Yeah, he looks trim and ready to go.
No more stress.
Exactly. I can't imagine. Stock, you had another rant.
Well, my other rant, I'm going to wait until you rant because I might join your rant.
No.
Yes.
All right.
Yours is just opinions.
Oh my word.
All right. You guys have a rant.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
I have 2 now.
Oh boy, it grows during the episode. This happens every time.
Me.
I
guess.
have one for you, and I have
Okay.
one for you now.
Let's hear it.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I'll
Let's hear
do
'em.
one for you since
Yes.
yours involves Aimee as well.
Uh-oh.
The how much Marvel movies and
Yes.
movies in general have declined and are just
Terrible.
oh
Did you go to Wakanda Forever?
yes I did.
I'm so sorry.
I
Condolences.
yeah. See, she saw it with me. She thinks I'm a what would you call me? A critic. She
There's no
thinks-
common sense.
no. It was awful.
I don't. It's a fake movie.
There was no.
It's not real. I don't
It's so fake.
None of this is real. Now they're
It's fake. No, I'm talking like just in the generalities of the movie, there were a lot of things that just didn't make sense.
Yes.
Like if you're going to fight, spoiler alert, if you're going to fight
Too soon.
a community of like super strong water people who've lived their entire life under the water, First of all, why do you have a ship if you're in the middle of Africa? Second of all, why would you take that battle to the underwater people's home territory?
Yeah.
Like, that makes zero sense. Like, secondly, their big weapon was a microwave? Like, aboard the ship? Like, this is how you're going to kill the most powerful being that you've ever seen.
Were they making popcorn?
Oh, you would think they were trying to make Namor corn,
Oh my gosh.
which I had a lot more problems.
Who played Namor?
I honestly don't remember his name.
Okay.
He was decent, though. I actually enjoyed him in the movie. But man, I will fight you on this one, Aimee.
They had
We get along really well, but I will fight you on this one.
they had like the plot. The biggest thing, one of the biggest things for me was they had that plot hole where they're fighting on the bridge,
Yeah.
and they get stabbed or whatever, should have died. They just come back, and
Yeah.
throughout the rest of the movie, like they shoot the other water girl, she just dies.
Well, that happened to
How-
Black Panther at the end as well. He ran her
Yeah.
through with that big
Yeah,
spear.
and then
We're cool.
I'll just walk off and
Yeah.
you know what? I remember my
Nanite.
my brother, and then we're fine.
Yeah.
No climax whatsoever.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
And it's really problematic for you because you're a big Storm fan.
Yes.
And Storm in the comics is married to Black Panther.
Not for long. I mean,
But they're married.
even she can make mistakes.
There it is. There it is.
Besides, now she's a widow.
Well, I don't know. Okay, so here's my theory on that. I'll give you a theory on this, Katie, and see where you fall.
Was it this guy?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so, yeah.
What's his name's Tanac Huerta. He's a Mexican actor.
Yeah, he was great.
Okay.
I actually really enjoyed his fight scenes and some of his dialogue. It doesn't really make sense motivation-wise.
No.
Okay, so here's my problem, or here's my theory actually. What if, and spoiler alert, Black Panther's son is the actual Black Panther that we see in the comics that they're going to use and bring in a really young Storm when they bring in the X-Men, and then just kind of work it that way. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Do you guys have any other rants other than why Marvel is terrible right now and DC's failing as well?
Emily, do you have one?
I can just tell you, I can say 2 words and negate everything all of you just said.
Oh, here it is.
Wonder Woman 84.
Oh, so the new Wonder Woman actually got canceled stock.
No.
They're making
Yeah.
a new one?
Well, not anymore.
Oh.
If you guys didn't know, if you've not been following DC Comics, James Gunn took over creative control of DC's movies.
Okay.
And comics and animated series and stuff like that. Retooling a lot of stuff. First thing he did was cancel the new Wonder Woman movie. Don't know what that means for the future. The rumor was he also canceled Man of Steel 2
Put the camera on
with
me.
Henry Cavill. Oh, man, that's rough. Hey, I'm just telling you the
Did he
truth.
give a
man.
reason?
Facts don't care about your feelings. What, did they have a reason?
Yeah.
No. I think just they're retooling the story. They're trying to get away from the Snyderverse. And
Well, they never should have.
it's,
Snyderverse.
I know.
So are they
and
still-
Ezra Miller's a problem as well.
Well, duh.
Yeah.
Are they still going to make a Wonder Woman movie
Question
at some
mark.
point?
Question
Just
mark.
not this movie?
Don't know. I'm assuming she's going to be some sort of collaboration.
I'm just going to say Gal Gadot has done a magnificent job.
Well, she's great. I enjoy her.
Yeah.
She's great.
Everything about that 84 movie was terrible, though. And if you want to hear my real feelings on that, go to my personal note. Go to my blog page where I blog angrily about movies. No, do you guys have any other rants? I can bring one up.
Do you have one before me and Amy go at it?
Well, earlier today I was playing FIFA with Luke.
Yes. Which
Took it
FIFA?
home. The new one,
Okay.
23 maybe.
Who were you?
I don't know, just a random team.
Okay.
I don't know.
Because if you're PSL, you're cheating.
No.
Go ahead.
Well, I was just thinking like how the professional soccer, football players, whatever, how they such crybabies.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's my favorite part of the games.
No,
Is
like,
watching them flop and
yeah, I love playing soccer, but they're just an embarrassment sometimes.
yeah,
That's
and
fair.
it does obfuscate a lot of the real injuries that happen too.
Yeah.
Like if you see Neymar's foot picture,
Yeah.
it was nasty.
Yeah.
But he falls more than anybody else. So. Absolutely. So have you traveled for softball yet?
I have once.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of the complaints from my brother, Dean Sowers, was the food on road trips. So get ready for that. Have you experienced that yet, Aimee?
Not really. We just go out to eat, but
Okay. So in order to save on budget, they would do CC's Pizza all the time. And if you do the same thing over and over, you get really sick of it.
Yeah.
So get ready for that. Yeah, that's exciting.
Do they still have CC's Pizza?
Not around here. I know it's still a franchise.
Okay.
So if you want a macaroni and cheese pizza,
those are so good.
head to CC's. All right, Katie, you said there was a fight between you and Aimee.
Yes.
Let's hear it.
And stock.
And stock.
And stock. Oh, gosh.
We have very different and intense opinions about Taylor Swift.
Yes, as most people do.
Yes.
Can you do a split
For what
screen?
reason?
And her exes. Yes.
Can you do a split screen?
Oh, yeah. I wish I could. That'd be great. Just scoot over by Emily. All right. So where do you stand, Katie? Where does Aimee stand for the CHS 247 community?
I think that her voice is mediocre.
Yep. Mid.
Yes, very mid. I don't appreciate a lot of the things that she stands for.
Okay.
I don't think she's always the best role model for people at all.
Okay, I agree.
I think that her music, especially her new album, which I have listened to, I've listened to all of it because you played it in the car on the way home from Champaign.
Oh my gosh, that wasn't even all of it.
It was 98% of it, and I listened.
Then why did it feel like 4 hours long, Aimee? Gosh.
I found it very impersonal, very it was very more techno than it used to
she's
be.
not country. She hasn't been country for a while,
And
right?
I thought it was pretty bad. I thought it all sounded the same, nothing special about it.
Okay.
And yeah,
This might surprise you. I have not listened to it. That doesn't surprise you at all. No. No. My problem with Taylor Swift before Aimee gets into rant is if you have that many exes or guys that you hate, at some point you got to realize it's you. You know? You're the picture to burn, Taylor Swift.
The original?
Did you see how I called one of her songs out in my rant?
No.
That was good.
Can I give my 2 cents?
Yes, Stock.
Okay.
Let's bring us your 2 cents.
My 2 cents. I am with Katie. She is I think mediocre is being kind.
Wow.
I don't think she's that good of a performer.
Amy's going to jump across the table.
When I think of a performer and entertainer, I think of somebody like Tina Turner. And I'm not just saying that because, I like Tina Turner, but somebody who sings, who dances. She wears 4-inch high heels and gives it 100% for 2 hours on stage. Yeah. Someone like Bette Midler. Sure. She can sing, dance, tell jokes. She can go from one of her body blue jokes into The Rose, just like that. What does Taylor do? Oh, I had a boyfriend, and now my boyfriend's gone, and oh, we're out of the woods.
That's honestly, that's one of the reasons I really enjoy Zendaya.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she can act, she can sing, she can do whatever.
Yeah.
Pretty fantastic.
She's a one-trick
And The
pony.
Greatest Showman is amazing.
I agree.
I just don't think, you're talking about stuff like Tina Turner, Bette Midler. There just aren't a lot of those anymore.
Well, that's fair. That's 100%
Yeah.
valid.
I remember in class, you can't really think of anyone in this day and age who can do all of those things well, at least.
Ricky
So I think
Martin.
you can't compare her to one of those.
Justin Bieber.
Oh, wait. Ricky Martin. I was thinking of...
Oh, from Menudo.
No. I was thinking of Ricky Schroeder.
Hey, I don't know if he can dance or sing, but he can act.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, he's so good. Oh goodness,
Schroeder is.
Ricky Schroeder. No, this generation wouldn't know that song.
Definitely not.
You guys have any other rants
I think
that's going to make Aimee mad?
excuse me.
Amy's rant is now she needs new friends.
Here's the thing. At the end of the day, Taylor Swift will go down as one of the greatest singer-songwriters, performers, and lyricists to live. I mean, billions of people know her song. She has over 81 million monthly streamers just on Spotify.
You know why that is? Because they play it at concentration camps to torture people.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's not true?
No.
Oh, we'll have to look that up.
But I'm going to contradict you. Not contradict. I'm going to challenge you with this.
Oh, is that Mr. Cheddar?
Yeah, this is Mr. Cheddar.
Oh, good.
Thursday night at 7 p.m. is the high school Christmas concert.
You heard it here first, folks.
Thursday night, 7 p.m.
I'm gonna have to set up sound for that.
Okay.
Shoot. Well, I know what I'm doing Thursday night.
Here's a challenge for you. 100 years from now, will you be able to say the same thing? Or are you just saying that because at this moment in time, she's sold 50 million copies and she's made
But
so
she's
many
been a
so
consistent
much money?
artist since 2006. Since 2006, she's been, well, COVID messed it up, but she has had.
Blaming COVID.
Blame it on COVID.
Studio album
What did COVID ever do to you?
And then
Seriously.
she had a major concert, which I think is a performance because her early country concerts, like she dressed up. She had countless costumes. And no, like
She dressed up. Well, you've changed my mind, Amy. You've got me now.
Like it was a story.
Oh my.
On it.
I wasn't aware she changed clothes.
Like she had 2 outfits on. You didn't know until they ripped one of them off.
Oh man.
Did she
Well,
brush her hair too?
No, she had a perm. Just love it.
Gosh.
Well, Amy, I respect your right to
I
listen
think
to the music that you like,
I
Yeah,
don't know why
just as long as I don't have to listen to it.
people
that's fair.
are haters on Taylor Swift listeners. I don't understand that. Because like I said,
You feel
millions
personally
of
attacked,
people
Amy?
to her. Why is it so bad that
Because
I do?
every time we say, oh, I hate that Taylor Swift, you'd have to jump in and say, oh no, she did this and this song. Have you
Yeah,
listened to
no,
that?
she does get defended quite a bit, and I think
yeah.
it's a lot the same for like Beyonce fans.
Yeah.
I mean, controversial, maybe, voice,
maybe.
but very powerful, very influential, and sells a lot of records, right? Well, do we still sell records? No, it's all digital now, right? So you buy their singles.
She sells a lot of downloads.
Is that?
Can you say
yeah,
that? I don't know.
guess that's what
I
it
don't
is.
know.
Subscriptions, maybe. I don't know how they measure that anymore.
Oh,
yeah.
If anyone here's crunching, Amy brought cookies and they're
Oh, and
pretty
they're
good.
adorable. They are adorable. We'll get a shot of those here in a second.
Craig's diabetic, so he
Yeah.
can't eat them.
Oh,
Yeah, Stock's gonna have to run the podcast if I eat one.
I can do it.
He can do it.
I'll just push all the buttons.
He's gonna push every single button we have, launch us into space.
We probably remember how to do it.
Yeah, you guys could take over easily.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We still have the skills.
yeah. Just scoot over. You're fine.
Then it would be the bag women.
I like that. There you go.
Okay, can we talk about that? What is your name? Like Bagman.
She missed this podcast.
She missed the first
Have
one.
you ever seen the Bagman podcast?
Amy.
This was already answered.
Amy.
You know, Amy, your keychain is in question now.
You're,
It was like it was the first 2 minutes of the very first episode.
I'll give you the abridged version. Okay, BAG Black and Gold for Covington Trojans. Okay, that's the easiest one. In the 1800s in England, it also meant like a vagrant, or no, a traveler.
Traveler.
That's stock. Stock's a traveler. Later on in Australia, it meant like a vagrant, like a homeless person. That's obviously me. So we kind of joined those together and made the Bagman
Oh, that's
name.
great. I like
Homeless,
Yes.
i.e. Sasquatch.
Hi, Lisa.
Yes. Shout out to Stock's mom.
Yay, mom.
Yay, mom, indeed. Oh, goodness. All right. Any other last minute snips at each other we need to get on here? All right. Moving on. So we've got To Infinity and Beyond. So
Oh, wait, can I ask Amy one more thing?
I would love to. I'm still going to change the topic heading, but go ahead.
I forget, how much Taylor Swift stuff did you buy online?
I took it out of my bag after Lauren and Kevin absolutely reprimanded me for the items that were in that purchase, and it was impulsive. I was excited.
This scares me. I don't want to know.
She had like $8,000 of.
It was not.
Oh, my.
It was like 200. One of them was really ugly.
$200? 200 American dollars? Oh, my.
There's this really janky necklace and
Amy.
she could make that in her garage, so I decided I'd take it out.
That's terrifying. Oh my goodness. Stock's loving life right now. All right. We touched on this a little bit earlier. We'll come back to it, to infinity and beyond. So
Oh, yay.
we look at the future,
Okay.
and Emily's going to be a softball coach here at Covington.
Yay.
And Amy's going to be traveling the world. Amy, how much of a part did your travel over last summer play into your decision to want to be international?
I wanted to do it
Where did you go last summer?
this summer.
Oh, you were in
Oh,
France.
yeah. They were literally together for months. Oh. We've got to go to stock on this one.
4 individual groups of like 8 kids, and he was pre-leader.
Oh,
He let me go on the streets of Paris.
oh my goodness. He says, nah, just go. Just go.
It played a big part because
But she found her way back.
She did, which is the important part, right?
I did not want to.
I did not. I tried to. We landed in Indy. I did not want to be home.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it was that great of an experience for you?
Yeah. I like when my parents and I go on trips, I never want to leave. But like I'm with my family. So this was a big test of I've always wanted to go to France. Can I do well without having any of my close family and be on my own? And I can. So
And you killed it.
And I killed it.
You killed it.
Even without luggage.
Yeah, no, I think that was so good for us though, because it taught us to be content with little and content with a lot. Like I got
Yeah.
home and I took so many clothes out of my, like, so many clothes out of my closet. So I was like, I haven't worn this in a year, and you know what? I can survive on 2 shirts and a pair of shorts.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
That's an adult lesson, Katie. How proud are you of Amy right now?
I'm so proud. No, I am.
And then you went and bought a Taylor Swift concert.
oh my gosh,
Yeah.
Well, she's got all that extra money from her clothes, burning a hole in her pocket.
Gosh.
She wants to see somebody else change clothes. I think that's how it works, right? Taylor Swift changes clothes.
at least 10 times.
Yes.
No,
I love
she
it.
has plans to purchase her own outfit.
Oh my
Oh.
god, I think about it.
Whoa.
Like dreams of it, because I want something French, and I keep having reoccurring dreams of French.
What does that mean?
Like I keep like one time there was a dream where there wasn't a French party, and I was really upset. And then finally someone put one on, and we all wore French.
You say fringe?
Fringe.
Like a hippie?
Like a cowboy, yeah.
Oh.
Not the cowboy side.
Like 1920s
I
flapper.
have a cowboy hat out there if you want to wear it, Amy. Really? What brought that on? Did you eat something weird right before bed? Styrofoam?
Actually, I have been on some medicine, but
She was listening,
There it is.
she was listening to Taylor Swift.
And the
Oh,
problem
I love it.
she's infected all the rest of them.
great.
That's probably it. I
I
understand.
thought I had like they were my security of Amy may like her, but I can stand strong because they also don't like her. And they all have tickets to go see Taylor Swift.
And Emily went to the dark side.
They did.
Oh
It's
my
not
gosh.
like I love her though, like she does.
Yeah. See, Emily and Eliza were like, "Oh my gosh, this is so great! Like this started out as a joke, and now we're actually going." I was like, "This was never a joke."
This is my life.
I just thought you guys might want to come with.
Well, let's put things in perspective.
Yeah.
When your brother was in high school, he went to see Backstreet Boys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
He wasn't the biggest fan either.
Yeah, well,
Really? Well, yeah.
I mean, I tell people he was. Does that count? That counts for something. No, I only go to good concerts, though. So.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, Duncan Sheik.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, he's amazing.
Yeah, maybe like all 14 of you.
Shut
Yeah.
up, Amy.
So Amy's our traveler. So this section kind of about travel, and I do want to get your opinion on this,
Okay.
Doc, or actually you might know the answer to this.
How many
and
of
it-
you think I know the answer?
You actually might, and it's from Saturday
Okay.
at the Celebration of Life. And Emily, you're going to be doing a lot of traveling coming up as well. Amy wants to travel. Katie, you're a world traveler.
I want to.
Yes. So
We're gonna get her there.
I like
I'm
that.
planning a trip to South Korea.
Oh, that'll
yeah.
be fun.
Yeah,
If you guys didn't know, Katie does speak Korean.
I do.
Yeah.
A little.
Annyeong.
You know,
That's as far as I get. That's my extent of the Korean language.
really good.
What does
Yes.
that mean?
And that's 100% from Arrested Development, the TV show. So, Stock, I do want to ask you this.
Okay.
During Mr. Grant's celebration of life,
Yeah.
a lot of people talked about him taking them to Europe
Yes.
and how he was doing like a guided tour for the Covington students and local students at Dachau and all kinds of stuff. And people were assembling around him to hear Duke could tell a story.
Yeah.
He was great, and had an immense historical background. So we used to do an exchange program with Germany.
Yes.
Yeah. So whatever happened to that? Do you know the answer to that?
I do know the answer.
See, I knew it. I knew it. Let's hear it.
About 20 years ago, there was a group of students who went and they did not participate in the group the way that it was intended.
Yes.
It's supposed to be an academic trip for the experience. They decided to forego the academics and just partake in the pleasures.
Oh, so I do know those stories.
You do?
Yeah.
Yes.
I know those intimately.
Yep.
I heard those from first person.
Yes, you did. Yes,
Yeah.
you did.
Okay.
And after that, it was decided that Covington would no longer participate in that opportunity.
Yeah. What a missed opportunity,
Yeah.
too, because that was
Yeah.
really cool. I spent a lot of good time with Andre and Pip. Do you
Yeah.
remember Andre and Pip?
Vaguely, yes.
My cousin Christy went to Fountain Central, and
Mm-hmm.
Erica, who would have been Newnham at the time, went to Fountain Central as well, and they both had 4 exchange students. Pip was Christy's, Andre was Erica's, I believe.
Yeah.
Really fun to hang out with. It's neat seeing a different culture from that
It is.
angle. It's kind of sad that that's over.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've had exchange students. We have one now
We
from
do.
Italy.
From Italy, yeah.
Yeah. But it's kind of not the same because we don't send anybody there, and I don't
Yeah.
even know what the background of that would look like. So, Katie, tell us more about
Well,
Korea.
wait, before you get
Not
there.
the north side, the south side. But go ahead,
I saw
Stock.
that too.
Before you get there, you mentioned something just now, or you phrased something a certain way. It was interesting seeing things from their point of view.
Yeah.
Last week was the anniversary of Pearl Harbor being bombed.
Yes. Yes.
And one of my French classes, it was a French 2 class, they would not let me teach. They had all these questions about why was it bombed? Why was Japan involved? What was going on? They didn't know anything about it.
Yeah.
And I don't blame any history teacher or anything.
No, absolutely.
I just don't. But that's something that Americans should know, not just students, but Americans should know. So I took that opportunity. Honestly, I was horrible at history, but for some reason, French history sticks more with me than American history.
Sure.
So I told them World War II from a French point of view. And
Oh, wow.
yeah, it's interesting to see things from their point of view because we tend to hear comedians and whatever, oh, they just give up.
I was
and
going
whatever.
to say something about that.
That's not the case at all. Not the case at all.
Yeah. No, I've heard you and Joey
Yeah.
talk about this
Yeah.
before. Yeah.
Yeah, they had to decide, do we fight or do we go underground? And they went underground, and that's how they,
Well, it's because they were coming out of a time of being in war with what, England?
oh gosh, they
Yeah.
had World War I, the Franco-Prussian War.
Yeah.
It was just a whole bunch of stuff. They had a lot of little civil uprisings all throughout the late 1800s. Mostly because of the Industrial Revolution.
Sure.
You know, people's jobs were being taken over by machines. What are you going to do?
Ironic that's happening again.
Oh, imagine that.
You said the French point of view in the war, and I was going to say, like, looking at faces while they were running away.
No.
The only tanks that have a reverse gear.
No.
All right, fine. That's
good.
And I've heard you and Joey talk about that
Yeah.
before, so it does make sense. Here's a question I have for you guys, and this will lead us into the speed round. Have you used anything you learned in high school to this point? We're only a semester out, right?
Yeah.
Have you learned anything or used anything you learned here? Any class you have in college, because you're all in college. I like the silence.
Thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a difficult question.
I think I have an English class
Okay.
called Intro to Fiction, and I've used it's not nearly as hard as Mrs. Willis
Okay.
at all, which kind of surprised me. But I have
That's
used
nice.
Mrs. Willis.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause-
Do the harder stuff in high school.
No.
Everything else is easy.
yeah, really. Really
Absolutely.
was.
Absolutely. Stock, do you remember anything you learned in high school?
Yes.
What have you applied from high school?
Well, all of the French I learned.
Okay.
Probably, I mentioned I was never good at history. The history I do know came from my literature class or classes. The literature teacher I always seemed to have was a minor in history or had a minor in history.
Sure.
And so everything she taught us, she also said, now, this is what was happening politically. This is what was happening culturally.
It's nice to get context. Yeah. Very
and
cool.
that made sense to me.
Yeah.
But to sit down and learn dates and places, that didn't make sense to me.
In 1215, Magna Carta was signed.
Yes.
Yeah. And I watch a lot of those. I see a lot of those YouTube shorts, or I don't know what they're called on Facebook, and TikTok videos of people getting quizzed about historical stuff. And it's kind of sad how little, and I know those are edited. I know they probably go through a big sample of people, but it's kind of sad how there's a lack of understanding, not just historically, but like just the English language.
Yeah.
Anything you've used yet, Aimee?
I can't think of anything.
What's your English class? Are you in a ret?
No, I don't have to take English.
You are so lucky.
I know. I finished it in high school.
I have an English story from DAC. Emily, we'll go to you first. Anything you've learned or you've used that you learned?
Well, so I took a class called Math for Elementary Teachers. So,
Ooh, okay.
yeah, it was supposed to like teach us how to teach kids the math or whatever, but we were actually doing the math at the same time. So I've used math from elementary school.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So you guys will enjoy this story. And I'm not sure if I've ever told you this before. I was at RET 102 at Danville Area Community College because I went to DAC for 2 years, then transferred to Indiana State, if you didn't know. And I was in the same class as Mrs. Hardy.
Oh, okay.
No, Mrs. Foley back then, or Miss Foley back then. And we carpooled and we went to the same rec class. I didn't think anything of it at the time, but the more I think about it, the funnier it gets. As we're walking out of class on the last day, Mrs. Martin, who was our teacher, said, "I really enjoyed having you in class. You're an inspiration." She got to Katie, Mrs. Hardy, and she said, "You were just a pleasure to have in class." And I was the last person out of the class, and she just stares at me and she goes, "You march to the beat of your own drum."
That's good.
And that just pecked at me for the next couple months. Is like, okay, I don't know how to take that now.
But was she
I
wrong?
love that. Right, I love that. I like not being normal or not being the norm.
Yeah.
As you guys know, I'm not normal at all. But that's not bad.
Yeah.
Then I took it as kind of a diss. Now I take it as a compliment. Honestly,
Well, that's what
I don't think she meant it as a compliment. That's how I'm taking it.
age and experience do to you.
Yeah, exactly. You get old and you just leave stuff.
Yeah.
You don't get as excited or frustrated about stuff. That's fair. All right. Are we ready for the speed round?
We're ready for the
Do you
speed
remember
round.
the questions? Because I don't have my list
They're
again.
right over there.
Do you guys know the questions by heart? Katie, I know you probably do.
Yeah, most of them.
Shout out to the Woodrow family, by the way.
Oh yeah, we watch them all together.
Heck yeah, that's awesome. That's such a cool experience. So
How long will there be Woodrows in school?
Sarah, the middle, is in high school next year.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's a freshman, and then Nia and Ella are twins. So they are what, 11?
Yeah, it's going to be a while.
Okay.
So you have I think you have 3 years. until they
Okay.
get in high
Yeah.
school.
It's going to be a while.
But you get 2 for 1, so it could be worse.
That's fair.
Okay.
All right. Any particular order, or do we just want to go down the line, or we'll take volunteers?
Do we give each one the same question?
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
It's up to you, though.
First question, how did you get to CHS?
So have you always been Covington High School people, or did you move in, or what was that experience like?
I went to the Christian school here at First Baptist. I went to the public elementary school in 2nd grade because we had to do that for the voucher program to get the scholarship from the state. And so I went in 2nd grade. The rest of my years until 8th grade, I went to the Christian school. High school, I was here at.
We had the pleasure of having Katie in high school.
Oh, yes.
Yep. Aimee?
Aimee?
I went to the Christian school, K3, K4, and then I've been in Covington since kindergarten.
I have a story about when you were young as well.
Oh.
I bought the Ford Escape that your mom was driving you around in as a baby.
Yeah.
So that was a minute ago.
You made my mom take the car seat out. So
I did. I made your mom take the car seat out. And there were McDonald's French fries that I might still have now. That doesn't exist. I did. I stole a car from Aimee before she could fight for herself. All right, Emily.
I've always been here, so
She's always been here, and she always will be as
Always
the
will
Covington
be.
High School softball coach.
Go Trojans.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
What does Trojan pride mean to you?
Ooh, and you guys have a lot of insight on this one.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So, what does Trojan pride mean to you? And I don't care who starts.
I think.
I would have gone with Aimee. She's wearing the black and gold.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Katie, go ahead.
No, I think that everybody here in this room can agree that our class was very proud.
Yes,
We
that's
were a very
true.
proud class, good and bad. I don't know, because I don't miss high school, but I miss the people. Like I miss our class. Like
It's a very fun dynamic.
it was.
We were so different, but we all got along.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we really did. And I think for most of us, we're always going to remember us all in high school, and like years down the line, wherever we're at, we're going to be like, oh, I graduated with you. Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
we genuinely did enjoy each other, and people fought, of course.
But not their music.
No,
Yeah.
no, there was lines about that, but it really is a bonding thing of we all came from the same place.
Very cool. Aimee, what do you think? What's Trojan pride mean to
I think
you?
it's just being proud where you came from.
Yeah.
Like, no matter where you go, if you go to Iceland or whatever, settle down there.
Is Iceland on the list, Aimee? Is that why you dropped that?
I just saw a video about it the other day.
Reykjavik.
In my head.
It creeps me out how they spell their city names. Yeah, they don't make sense.
No.
All right. Emily, what do you think? What's Trojan pride mean to you?
well, going off what she said, I think just like remembering where you came from or whatever, but also I think about like my grandparents, and they're always asking me questions about people I was in school with, like, and how the school's doing and everything. Like, they're still involved and want to know what's going on. So,
Sure.
Yeah.
It's a big community thing.
Yeah.
It is.
Here's a question for you guys before we get to the next speed round question. We tell you when you're a senior that this is kind of the last time you're going to be together as a group. Do you find that true already?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You lose contact pretty quick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, after you graduate. Okay. Stock. It's true.
What a great way to end that comment.
It's more to reinforce that to the seniors
Yeah.
this year and the seniors next year and the seniors year after that.
Yeah.
We tell them that it goes quick, right?
Yeah.
They don't understand that until you have like a perspective.
Yeah.
Until you're out of school and you understand what that actually means.
How fast did your senior year go?
It's finals week. It went as slow as anything. I mean, other than that,
Yeah.
it went very fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was telling by the time you get to spring break, your year's over.
It is.
Your senior year
Really.
is done, right? Because then you're planning like your what do you call them? Like the cookouts and everything.
Graduation parties?
Yeah, your graduation celebration. What do you open houses, right? Finger foods.
Yeah.
Yes. You're planning that. You're planning for graduation. You're planning for prom, and it's gone.
Yeah.
Time's gone.
Yeah.
Okay. Stock.
Okay, what song describes you?
What song describes you?
Amy and I figured this out last night. Mine is
Taylor
Not With
Swift.
Haste, Mumford and Sons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like Mumford and Sons.
They're so
What song was it again?
Not With Haste.
I like that. It's good. Amy.
I look for a Taylor Swift song, but honestly, they are a lot about her boyfriend. There's not one that really just. I mean, she has one, but anyway.
The truth comes out.
I like it though. But In Between by Kelsey Ballerini.
Ooh, that's a good song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Emily.
So I could not come up with one. So I took a quiz.
You took an internet quiz.
Yep.
I love the preparation from you guys. This is great.
Yeah, and it was "Rock That Body" by the Black Eyed Peas.
Emily, we have the same song.
I've never even heard that song, so I don't know about that.
Did you listen to it last night after you found out? Oh, we're going to play it after the show. Oh, that's
Do you
fantastic.
have a favorite performer or favorite type of music?
I mean, not really. I listen to just everything.
Okay.
Kind of just whatever the radio turns on.
Bodies by Drowning Pool. That's how she gets pumped. Yeah. I love it. All right. The most important question you guys will ever get in your lifetime.
And most controversial, sock, sock, shoe, shoe, or sock, shoe, sock, shoe?
Sock, sock, shoe, shoe.
Yeah, sock. But I also heard that sock, pants. then Shoo Shoo is also an option. I do that.
I feel personally attacked.
All right, Amy's getting back into my good graces.
It took a while.
I do sock sock shoo shoo, but I remember one time I did it the other way, and
Yes.
I remember thinking, "Wow, this is so weird."
Emily, you used to be cool. Oh my goodness.
Not to get personal. When do your pants come on, Katie?
They
Before she leaves the house, hopefully. Yes.
before the socks.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Huh. Imagine that.
Stock has a reason for that. Yeah.
It's sock, pants, shoe, because you don't want your toes to catch in
That's
the hem.
my dad. We watched
Yeah.
your episodes.
Yeah.
The first time you guys brought up that question, Dad's like, "That's how I do it."
See?
Did he comment on it? Oh, yes.
But he's like, "That's exactly why you do it."
Oh, that's hilarious. So it's like watching a movie in Danville when you guys watch our podcast.
And he said-
Oh, by the way, that movie theater closed.
Yeah.
If you guys didn't know, Danville's theater closed.
The mall is
yesterday.
closing too, isn't it?
Oh.
Isn't that what you said?
The mall? I don't know.
The theater was.
I
Yeah.
thought you said mall.
Wouldn't that make an awesome go-kart track? Or like a roller coaster inside?
Have you been to the Lafayette Mall? They have a little.
I haven't been yet. I heard it's
Okay.
awesome.
Yeah, we went there for the senior photo.
Yeah.
We didn't know that it was there and open at the time.
Yeah. It just opened that Friday.
Yeah. Otherwise, the kid
Yeah.
said, "I would have skipped lunch and come here."
Yeah.
I mean, it looked like they had a lot of stuff in there.
Ryan took one of his kids
Okay.
and said it's expensive, but it's really cool inside.
They got-
I don't know if you guys have seen that. Have you seen this? What is it's an old Sears building, I think.
Yes. Yes.
And I don't remember what it's called, but they have a bowling alley inside, 8-lane bowling alley. They have go-karts. They have like laser tag and stuff like that, an arcade, and it's all in the mall in Lafayette. So it's where the old Sears used to be.
Yeah.
So could be a cool thing to go see, but it's like $8 per thing to do.
I don't know. We didn't look at the prices.
Yeah, I'm just going to get
looks fun.
I'm going to start a youth group, get a bunch of kids so we can go for cheap.
Okay.
All right. All right. What's our last one, Stock?
Oh, I'm eating a cookie.
Oh, so I shouldn't go to the camera view? There it is. Stock's on camera. I'll ask
We're
it,
good.
Stock.
We're
You good?
now. We're good. What would you like your legacy to be at CHS?
So recent graduates, how do you want to be remembered here at CHS? We used to do a thing in the yearbook where they do last will and testament,
Yeah.
where you give your stuff away to like the underclassmen.
Yeah.
That was always fun. I'm
Yeah.
trying to bring it back. But what do you guys think? What do you want your legacy to be here?
There's an obvious answer.
Yes.
There's a very obvious answer.
Yes. So I got to get it ready?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay. Mystery.
Mystery. If you guys haven't checked it out, it's on the playlist on CHS247, youtube.com at CHS247.
And don't spoil it because I haven't seen the ending.
Yeah. So I do have sound on this. We could go watch the final right now.
How long is it?
10 minutes.
And
Oh, that's 10 minutes out of my life.
supposed
If you guys haven't seen it, it is really fun to watch the progression through mystery. It starts, I'm going to be honest with you, it starts pretty rough.
It does. Yeah.
we admit
We
it.
started it like first week of school, and we
Yeah.
finished it very last week of school. So
Oh, and just
entire year.
seeing how much you guys progress from the first to the end, it's awesome. And seeing like all the skills you learned. Imagine if you guys had access to the equipment we have now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And imagine if you had acting classes.
Oh, I mean, you haven't seen the finale, Stock.
I haven't.
It's going to blow your
I
mind.
haven't.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So
I just know
mystery. Well, and Emily will be back for her legacy.
Yeah.
And she's coaching softball here.
That'll be season 2.
That's season 2. You didn't lay down a bunt. You're getting murdered. Is that what's going on? Oh my goodness. All right. Getting ready to wrap up. Anything else you guys want to talk about? Mention what's going on? Shout outs? We got to give a shout out to Wyatt.
I was gonna
Wyatt.
say.
Yeah.
I feel like I should say something about Wyatt.
Yes.
Yeah. No.
Nice or bad?
No. I love Wyatt. Wyatt's really great, and we get along a whole lot better now than we used to. We had a little rough patch there.
Sure. Everybody does. All siblings do.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm very proud of Wyatt. He's very talented in a lot of areas.
And you got a sneak peek at Ty's music video.
It's awesome.
And Wyatt is awesome in it. Yeah.
Wyatt,
And
yeah.
so is Caden. Shout out to those guys.
Heartbeat? What is? the
Yeah, it's a
song?
Weezer song.
Yeah, we know.
Heartbeat.
Yeah.
And, sorry, Ty, but I'll show you guys a preview of it if you want to see it.
It's also a David Hasselhoff song.
Oh, Lord.
Do you guys have Christmas plans?
Is that in English or German?
English.
Is it?
Yeah.
That sounds awful. Christmas plans, Stock asked. So, Emily, how long are you here for, first of all?
Well, classes start back January 11th, but
Oh, yeah, don't rub it in.
yeah.
Classes start January 11th. So, February, I got to go back.
Yeah, probably. I'm actually going back to Missouri this Friday, but my whole family's going. We're having Christmas with my grandparents down there.
Oh, very cool.
That'll be nice.
Very cool. How long are you going to stay down there? Or are you just
It's
staying?
just like a one-day thing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's a long drive
Yeah,
for,
I
yeah.
Haley has a softball tournament on Sunday, and then Maddie's doing a Christmas program or something.
I hear assistant coach
Yeah.
in the future.
Yep.
All right. Amy, what do you got going on for Christmas?
It's pretty small. We go down to my grandparents in Perrysville,
Oh, okay.
and then everyone comes to our house on Christmas.
Very cool. They're going to sit around and watch Amy open presents.
Yep.
Anymore, it's just my parents and me. So,
Yeah.
Is there Taylor Swift wrapping paper?
no, but I am banking on some Taylor Swift.
And they sit around and talk about how much they hate me for stealing their car. That's all it is. Katie, what do you got going on with the Woodrow clan?
I don't even know half the time. 18th, we have our Dirty Santa,
Ooh.
and I bought the present for that today. Actually, I'm pretty proud of it.
Well, don't leak
Can't
it.
say it though, because
Yeah,
my
don't
family
leak it.
watches it. Actually, Christmas Eve might get canceled this year, which is really sad.
Oh, no.
It's on my great grandma Carolyn and her 3 kids. All of them are going to be gone except for one, and so we don't know if we're going to have it or not. But then Christmas we usually go to Grandma Julie's.
Oh, okay.
And we do, although we have our big family vacation. Instead of instead of Grandma and Grandpa getting us all Christmas presents, there's 15 of us grandkids, 6 kids. Like, it's a lot. And so instead of getting us all presents, we all just take a big family vacation. We used to go up to Gary, Indiana, but we've upgraded
Gary Neal, home of the Jackson family. Yeah.
Kentucky, so it's a lot better.
Oh, you go to Kentucky now.
Well, we're going to go, haven't been yet.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
All right. I
That's
interviewed at Gary High School.
Did you really?
Yes.
Oh,
I had the same reaction to Gary, Indiana as I have to math.
Well, it was my grandfather who escorted me, I suppose, to my interview because he used to be a police officer in Gary.
Oh, that's awesome.
And after the,
I like that you had to have an escort to the interview.
well, I didn't need one, but he said, I know where it is, jump in the car.
He says now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But afterwards, he was driving me around and he drove me past the Jackson house and said, oh, I've been to that house before.
When you started your story, I thought you were going to say, my grandpa, who was best friends with Joe Jackson.
He may have.
I high-fived young Michael.
He may have talked to him in an official.
Honestly, yeah, probably. Pretty prominent family. Stock, what are your Christmas plans?
Oh,
The cookie? Several cookies. You go home for that, right?
I just go home for the day now.
Yeah.
Hang on.
I love this. I love this so much.
can you zoom in on this podcast?
I wish. I need to figure that out.
I can do it, man.
Yes. Zoom in,
I'm
Katie.
good. I'm good. No, I usually go home for the day and I spend the morning with my parents and then we go over to my brother and his wife
Oh, very
for the
cool.
afternoon.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fun time.
Yeah, how is that? Stop?
Deidre.
Do you like that?
Yeah. It's a great time.
Just why?
Cut this out.
It's a great time.
Just being together is nice.
Yeah.
For the holidays.
Honestly, the older I get, the smaller a group
Yeah.
that I appreciate.
Yes.
It used to be we'd have all the great grandkids. There was like 50 people in the house, and
Yeah.
it gets chaotic.
Yeah.
Anymore, a dinner with the immediate family is kind of where it's at. You guys will find that as well. Where in Kentucky are you going?
I don't remember. I don't know.
It's a nice retreat. All right. That brings us to our closing remarks. Stock, do you have anything you want to leave us with?
Finals are coming up.
Oh, shoot. Yeah.
Sorry. Students, get lots of sleep, eat well, and
Yes.
have breakfast.
Yes. Pop-Tarts.
No, a good way to help you do well on the test, get a good night's sleep and eat breakfast.
That's true.
There's scientific study to prove that.
That's true.
Yeah.
Anything you guys want to leave us with? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
What would you tell this year's seniors?
Wow, that's great. What kind of advice would you leave for this year's group? This is going to be your will in the yearbook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
So what would you say to this year's group? I mean, you have personal experience. Wyatt's a senior.
yeah.
So what would
She'd say,
Yeah.
"Shut up
she
and
says,
leave me
get out of my room.
No, I think at least Amy and I approve of this. You don't have to have everything figured out yet.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Don't feel so stressed. I think all three of us were very stressed about nothing against Mrs. Myers at all. But like at the end of the year, they start pushing you to like get all your applications, figure out what you're
sure.
doing, make a list,
Sure.
get all those scholarships, which is good. But like if you aren't sure yet, don't force yourself into a situation that you're not going to be happy in.
Sure.
You're stuck with it.
Yeah. I was in that situation after high school as well. So I can attest to that.
And it's okay to march to your own drum.
Apparently, if it's not a slide towards you. Anything you want to leave this year's group with, Amy?
Just have fun.
Yeah.
Just go with the flow. Don't be so stiff.
It goes quick.
Yeah, it goes.
It does.
Just have a good time. Take a visit to the roof. Get some fresh
Yeah.
air.
Tap dance on the roof.
Basement.
Yes. You guys were everywhere. Honestly, you guys probably have seen more of this building than most graduating classes. They've been
Oh, yeah.
they've been downstairs, they've been on top of the roof. Oh man. That was a fun phone call, guys. Yeah.
Looking back, there was a guy.
We'll be back on the roof.
He is the one who led us on the roof.
Yeah.
He didn't
Yes.
go to the top part. He was just there, and I thought about it afterwards. So he heard that entire conversation. Like he heard every single word we were saying. We were so dumb. And sometimes I see him and I'm still embarrassed. I avoid him at all.
And the best part, we have photographic evidence of that happening.
Yep.
Yes. Emily, anything you want to leave this year's group or the near future?
I think don't stress about the time going by too fast. I think that was my issue. I didn't want to leave everyone. And senior year did go fast, but I think this semester has gone the fastest. Like any of my
yeah.
semesters
I
have
agree.
gone. It went so
Yeah.
fast. So
You got a lot of new stuff happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it goes pretty crazy. Stock, anything you want to leave us with? I'm going to sign off.
Come to the Christmas concert on Thursday at 7.
Yeah. Also, elementary concert tonight at 7 o'clock, 6:30. Kids, you should be there. Sing it loud, sing it proud. We're going to find out how this goes. Shout out to Alan Lynch. He always does a great job with the sound. Thanks everybody for tuning in today. Thank the girls for being here.
Thanks for having us.
It's nice to see the old group back together again, even if it's just fleeting.
Yeah.
Stock, we'll be back next week sometime. I said I had a root canal on Monday. We've got Mr. Haig coming up, though.
Awesome.
So we'll figure something out with that. He
Yep.
want to talk about World Cup.
Yep.
All right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We will see you down the road.
Bye.